Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, coming again today, you're very, very welcome. How great to see everybody here. I trust you enjoyed my last video on the Queen of Pop, Janet Jackson, and we looked at what have you done for me lately. Not something you'd want to hear in a relationship, I'm thinking, so I trust you found that one encouraging. We're going on to 1951 in Farmingdale, New Jersey. Janis Fink was born. She grew up on a farm and she attended the New York City High School of Music and Art. Inspired by Joan Baez and Ocletta, at her insistence, she learnt piano at the age of 2, and by her teenage years she could play the organ, the harmonica, the French horn and the guitar. The girl we're talking about is Janis Ian. Now, Janis, at the age of 14, wrote an absolutely massive song, Society's Child. This is very much a song around interracial romance and how it wasn't looked on, how it was looked on back in the 1960s. And it was a very, very contentious song indeed. Many radio stations wouldn't play it because it was just a little bit too out there. But it became a massive song for Janis Ian and certainly did catapult her into the world's consciousness at that point. She was only 14 when she wrote this one too. So there's something quite thought-provoking around someone who could write a song at that age about this sort of thing. And so we've got a TV live performance of Society's Child for you. But that things kind of stopped for Janis Ian a little bit. She had the risk of being a one-hit wonder, and she was going to need to do something else. And the world changed in her between 1975, when the album Between the Lines came out. Now, the song At 17 is considered her signature tune. This got to number 3 in the Billboard charts, number 1 in the adult contemporary charts. In fact, both the album Between the Line and the song were number 1 at the same time. 1970, she got Grammy for Best Female Vocal Performance, ousting people such as Olivia Newton-John and a few other people like that. And so this song became a very, very significant song for Janis Ian. The song basically is someone looking back at their teenage years. The fact that they weren't the pretty one, the fact that they were a little bit ugly, the fact they were a bit dumpy, the fact they didn't have the nice hair. And all around her, she was surrounded by cheerleaders, blonde cheerleaders with just the gracious lines and their lavish blonde hair. And she just felt like she couldn't compete. One of the lines talks about no Valentine's Day cards. The nice thing that happened was in one particular year, Janis Ian received 461 Valentine's Day cards on Valentine's Day because she didn't receive any as a teenager. We have an absolutely stunningly beautiful live performance of this one below. Janis has just got one of these voices that sneaks into your very crevice of who you are. A very, very gentle song, beautiful guitar playing, and just a very minimalistic backing band, but just enough to get this song to do what it needs to do. Beauty's an interesting thing, isn't it? Now, we have heard the line, beauty is skin deep. You know, the concept of we put so much effort into our outside appearance and we don't do much about the inner, where a lot of our decisions are made, the way we do life, the way we think about things, our values, the way we will relate to another person in a relationship. All of that stuff happens inwardly. The external appearance doesn't really do much at all, apart from attracting people at the start, but we still put so much effort into the outside appearance. And, you know, I do look at pubs these days and look how people are what people are wearing. I think it's like they're putting all of their effort into trying to attract, when it's not doing that at all. It's desperate and not good. But we still put so much effort into the outside without... I mean, it's all right to be beautiful, pretty on the outside, absolutely. But where's the beauty on the inside? Is it kind of matching in? Because there's an argument to say that if you're beautiful on the inside, that can't help but get out. It can't help but get out into the outside and become an absolutely beautiful, compelling thing when beauty and pretty match each other. But what do you do when you're in a situation when you're surrounded by people who are supposedly more pretty than you are? You think, wow, well, who cares? What's your inside like? It's the inside that counts. It's the inside that matters. If you try to be kind and gentle and generous, that's beautiful. And it really, really is. And that's what really, really counts. Because when you get to know a pretty person and they're not so nice underneath, it doesn't take long for you to not want to be around them. But if it's this beautiful, the beautiful is the thing that captivates. And when you can see the beauty on the outside, it's absolutely overwhelming. So let's think more along the lines of beautiful rather than pretty. And let's be kind to those, be kind to everybody. Just because someone is not pretty, for the lack of a better word, does not mean they're not beautiful. And I think we've just got to change our perception a little bit about what is and what isn't. And certain Janis Ian, when she came out, she was a bit sad about the fact she didn't get any Valentine's card. But it's a beautiful song because it just captured the world, the world's heart as she sang this song. So please be encouraged into beauty, absolutely. Another song in 1979, off her album Night Rains. It also was the movie Foxes Flying Too High. Another massive hit for Janis Ian. It went number one in many, many countries. Out in 1979, we got the official clip on that one. Between 1967 and 2022, that's a pretty long career, by the way. Let me think, 55 years? Yep. 24 albums, 5 live albums, and estimated to have sold about 1.6 million albums. So in the scheme of things, not too bad. Relatively successful for kind of a singer-songwriter to have a couple of songs that have been absolutely monster hits for her. So it's been good to be able to reflect on her today. So the links to those 3 clips are in the description below, and I've also included my last video from Janet Jackson. And if you want to recap on her, feel free. Well, if this is your first time to Life Reflections with Music, or you come back for another one, how great to see everybody here. Next time, we're going to continue on with Janis Joplin, the iconic Janis Joplin. So until then, I'll catch you around. Bye for now.